Hi friends, welcome back to the homestead, and today we're going to be doing another pressure canning recipe for the Every Bit Counts challenge, and we are going to be pressure canning chicken. At first I was going to make like maybe some more chicken pot pie minus the flour, things like that, or some soups, but then I thought I have a lot of ingredients already canned: carrots, corn, we've got some beans, like different things like that, plus all my herbs that I've dehydrated. So I thought I'll just do some chicken, and because I do have some jars of pot pie mix, beef stew, taco soup, a whole bunch of things like that already done. This way I can just grab a jar of carrots, grab a jar of corn, grab a jar of beans, grab a jar of this chicken, and boom, we will have soup. Some herbs, we'll have some nice chicken soup that I can simmer all day. Yesterday I put 2 chickens in my Instapot at different times. My Instapot's not big enough for both. Then they were partially frozen, and I only cooked them about 2/3 of the way. I don't want them cooked all the way. And I'm also doing a hot pack today. I have raw packed chicken before, but I thought we'd try something different, especially since the chickens were frozen and I needed to get them cooked up a bit just so I could shred them. So yesterday I did that. I took them all apart. I saved all my carcasses and bones. They're in the freezer now in a Ziploc bag because I'll be making chicken broth probably this month. We'll see, but this recipe is going to take up a lot of my broth, so we'll probably be making some broth soon. I put it in the fridge for the night. Got up this morning and I put it on the stove, my chicken, and I added a jar of chicken broth just to help heat it up a bit so it could be hot. And then on the stove right now, I have another pot of a bunch of chicken broth that I'm going to be bringing up to a boil. So I am just going to fill my jars. I already started. We want to fill them, and I'm going to use the broth that I cook this in too to help fill the jars. And I'm using my new, I think these are 1.5 pints, they're called. They're 750 milliliters, so that would be 1.5 pints. And I'm going to use the pressure canning time, as if they were quarts. Okay, so now we're just going to add the hot broth. And you can use the same method for wild game, turkeys, rabbit, chicken, rabbit, duck, goose, wild game birds. This is the same method for all that too. Okay, so after I debubbled, I forgot to hit the camera, my 1-inch headspace was not, I did not have the 1-inch headspace anymore, so I just added a little bit of boiling water because I ran out of chicken broth. You can totally use all boiling water if you want. You do not have to use chicken broth. I use chicken broth to make it easier at supper time. I'll know this already has broth in it, so I won't need to open up jars of broth. I can just simmer everything right in the open jar, whatever I've opened, because I know there's broth in here, not just water. But it will definitely make broth a little bit with your chicken too if you use just boiling water. But I had the chicken broth, so I thought I'd use it. And now I have chicken and chicken broth. You can also add salt at this point if you wanted to add 1 teaspoon. So I'm just checking everyone's headspace again. I think we're better now. Okay, so now, because this is greasy, because it is chicken, I am going to wipe off the rims with a cloth that has vinegar. There's vinegar in this bowl, and it cuts through the grease a lot better. Our lids. So I got 4 of the jars in here. I'm going to get out my other pressure canner and get the other 2 going so I can get them all done today. So this is going to be the same as if you're using a traditional pressure canner. For my elevation, 10 pounds of pressure, and it's for quarts it's 1.5 hours. For pints it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to do the 1.5 hours and treat these like quarts. So, whoops. All right, and we got both going. So I have 4 in this one, 2 in that one. I'm glad this day is done. It's a crazy, crazy week. And it always is. This is such a busy time this month, and why we choose to go on vacation this time of year I don't understand. I told David next year we're going sooner. August is just not a good month to go away. But anyway, there's something about having shelf-stable meat that makes me so incredibly happy. I honestly don't. It makes me so happy to have shelf-stable meat and to have 1.5 pints of chicken on my shelf for quick soups for lunch going into the colder weather. It will take nothing to simmer that in the mornings and have it ready by lunchtime. And we love soup here. So that wraps up today. Tomorrow is going to be a big project. It's going to be a big project, friends. It's going to be a lot. And I'm trying something new in a way to process them. So that's all I'm going to leave you with. So we'll see you tomorrow, and let's fingers crossed it works. See you tomorrow, friends.